For 14 years, the Irish boy band Westlife didn't just make records, they broke them as well. Whether it was #1 hits or their 50 million top-selling albums, it seemed the group could do no wrong.
Their incredible journey came to an end last year, and at the same time, singer Shane Filan was declared bankrupt after suffering enormous losses in Ireland's property crash.
Since then, Shane's been back in the studio recording his first solo work. We'll chat to him in just a moment. First, though, here's a look at some of the music that made Westlife so popular.
Get your stools ready. And what we need is the big key change and the standing up.
There we go.
And then, yeah.
You're waiting for that part.
That's the bit everybody wants. That's the Westlife moment, isn't it?
True, yeah, no, definitely. It's definitely one of the things we're probably most famous for, actually, yeah.
Exactly.
That was Simon Cowell's idea, actually.
Oh, was it?
We did it. We were in
talk us through that.
So in rehearsals for our first single, Swear It Again, and he goes, I think we're missing something, kids. I think we're missing something. And he's like, how about you stand up with a key change? And we literally were like, what? And he was like, trust me, kiddos, and then we stood up and that was it.
And
we did it for 15 years flat out then.
When you stand up, is there a sort of palpable moment in whatever venue you're in where...
Oh, it literally... It's funny, it does literally raise the roof on the place. Yeah. You just feel the whole crowd go... It's like this, and we're like, here we go, we know what's coming. And we just but yeah, obviously it's funny, but it's it was definitely one of our famous kind of moves. We didn't dance too much, so that was our...
Well, I was going to ask you about that because we saw the boiler suit, the orange boiler suit dancing. Were you more of, I guess amongst you, there are probably variations of who liked dancing and who didn't. Were you more of a sitting down, singing on the stools type, or were you more...
Honestly, I think we actually all liked dancing, and we all could dance. Obviously, Nicky did Strictly last year, he was very good at it, but... yeah, we all liked to dance, but we just sang a lot of ballads.
Who was the rubbish dancer? Someone must have been worse than the others.
Say that
go on.
We all had our bad days.
So why did you have to have the stools then? Why did Simon say sit on the stools?
Because we sang, like, our first 7 singles were ballads. So, you know, we stood at mic stands for a couple of them, and then he thought, sit down, and then he thought, you know what, let's stand up again. So it was just one of those things. It was what Simon, you know, that we were starting off a young band, and he was our boss, and he was like, this is what you should do, and we did it.
If Simon says do something...
Simon says, you know what, he was right though, he was right 14 times for us, so we can't complain at all.
Exactly.
We're going to see some of your new material now.
Yeah, because you're on your own now.
That's right, all on my lonesome self, yeah, so it's a new start, but yeah, great, very exciting.
And let's have a listen to About You, released on Sunday. Here we go. Is it nerve-wracking going out on your own, flying without Westlife?
Flying without Westlife, it's yeah, it is a little bit, yeah, to be honest, but it's more exciting too, you know, it's a new start, it's a fresh start. It's, you know, it's singing again, which is great. You know, I'm getting the chance to sing, which is amazing. But yeah, it's different. It's the only way to describe it. But you know, so far it feels like I love it. You know, so far. So, but
you will know there's always a fascination about the dynamics in a band, whether it be a boy band or a girl band or in any kind of band. And as time passes, sometimes people reveal things about what happened. It would appear that, you know, was there anything about the story of Westlife that we don't know now yet that's yet to emerge?
The story of Westlife, no, I think it was fairly well documented throughout the years. You know, we obviously had an amazing run for 14 years. We did 12 albums in 14 years, so it was pretty incredible, the success we achieved. And I think to look back at it now, when we're not in the band anymore, you kind of look at it and go, it was kind of ridiculous, some of the stuff we did.
And the end was a kind of a natural end, was it?
Oh yeah, no, it was. It was one of those things that was coming, I'd say, for a couple of years. You know, we took a long time to... You know, I don't think any of us deep down wanted it to happen, but we knew it had to happen. It was coming to the end of our contract, the greatest hits was coming up, and we thought, let's go out in a high. Let's go out the way we always said we would, you know. We finished off in our national stadium and stuff in Dublin, which was amazing. And
you had then this extraordinary experience where you all made a decent amount of money out of the band. You invested in property just before this crash, and you lose everything.
Yeah. Now, how have you pulled yourself back up from that? It was a very difficult situation, yeah, because you think you're doing the right thing, obviously investing. You know, I actually started investing in property just after my daughter Nicole was born, which is about 8 years ago. And I thought, you know, it's something I should do. I should invest. I should try and look after this. The band could be over tomorrow. Most boy bands didn't last more than 5 or 6 years. So
you thought you were doing the sensible thing.
I thought it was the right thing to do, yeah. And obviously at the time it probably was the right thing to do. You know, property was moving, it was going well, but obviously within probably 3 years it was just literally everything was just gone south, and I kind of put all my eggs in one basket, which was the unfortunate thing.
But your family's...
Sorry, I was just going to give you a bit of perspective about you know, the highs and the lows of...
It does, yeah, you know, but as I said before, I've said it in different interviews, but I'm glad, if anything was to go wrong in my life, I'm glad it was money. You know, I have a marriage, I have a great wife, I have 3 healthy children, and that's the kind of stuff I look at. You know, it's money. It's not nice, but I just, you know, I start again and just, you know.
And now you've got a career as a solo artist.
Yeah, starting next week officially.
Yeah.
Out next week. So yeah, it's a big week.
And starting off with a ballad.
Well, it's see, I would say I heard you saying that in the VT before. I actually think it's a bit of a mid-tempo.
Okay.
A little bit of a mid-tempo, but yeah, I know it's a song I wrote.
Well,
actually,
do what you do well.
You know, I actually wrote it with Steve Mack and Wayne Hector, who wrote "Flying Without Wings" and "Swear It Again," a lot of our #1 hits. So maybe there was the ballad influence coming in there.
Brilliant. It's absolutely lovely to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And the new single About You is released on Sunday. The debut solo album You and Me out on Monday, and you're on tour.
Yeah, next February, March, I'm my first tour, so that's going to be very exciting.
With or without a stool?
I'd probably bring one just in case I get tired.
Are you going to do the stand, just on principle?
Totally. Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you.
Thank you, guys.
Comedian Ross
Thank you.
Noble will be here in just a moment.
Here's a last quick look at what's happening where you are. See you in a moment.